Good afternoon, you legends out there. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking that button and joining me for today's video. So in today's video, guys, we are taking a very short hike to a very popular site in the area where I live. You can probably just see there on top of the hill, right in the centre, that is Hartshead Pike, and again that is a very popular site for hikers, walkers and ramblers. The reason we're doing this video today is I want to test out the new pack I've recently acquired in my kit, and this is the Frost River Royale Senior, the largest pack they do. And it's a bit of a mixed bag, excuse the pun. A lot of people like it, a lot of people think it is basically just an Instagram bag. So I filled it with the contents I'll typically take on a wild camp in the spring summer. So all of my spring and summer gear is in this pack, and we're going to take a hike up to the Pike just to see how this pack fares. Pike is around 5 or 6 mile hike from my current location, and we have an incline of around, I think it's 240 metres, I think 940 feet above sea level. So we've got a bit of a climb at the top. And at the end of the video, we'll take a look at what I got in the pack. So let's crack on. So this is a bit of technology wizardry, so I'm hoping this is coming through on the mic. I'm having to use various bleeding devices just to record this sound, and I'm using the DJI Mini 2 as a gimbaled camera, so fingers crossed this works. So I've just shown an area there with a white tent up and the police tape cordoned off. Pretty shocking really, because that is an area where I camp frequently, and you may recognise the area from camps such as me and Archie with the Polish Lavues, making the crayons there, if you watch that video on the old channel. But it looks like, unfortunately, they found a body up there. I've spoken to a couple of passers-by, and that tent was there yesterday, so you'll have seen in previous videos when I've walked around this area and done a few camps, there are a number of tents, discarded tents in the area, and a lot of homeless people do end up around here, so very unfortunate indeed. On with the trek. Right, ladies and gents, so we're about an hour into the hike now when you consider going back and forwards for the camera, setting shots up, things like that. And the pack has always been on my back. So I thought it's time to give you a quick update now on how the pack is faring, how I'm feeling, and how the pack feels when being worn. So first of all, the pack does hang pretty low on the back. I could do with it being a little higher on the shoulders. You do get a little bit fatigued just in the shoulders when the pack's pulling down on you. It's not unbearable, it's not too bad when you're walking, it's more when you stood about and you can feel your shoulders start to ache a bit. The belt is a major concern of people considering this bag, and I will give it to them. The belt has no padding in it whatsoever, and there is limited load bearing, if any, in the hips, hence why the bag is so low. Now I could adjust the straps a little bit more, just put them one more loophole on the belts here, but I think that would start pinching in the shoulders here, which I'm not suffering from at the minute. And also the sternum strap is pretty slack, but again, the holes are about 1 inch spaced on all of these straps, so you haven't got the adjustability like on a modern day pack where you can cinch it, you know, to minute levels. On this, you've got about 1 inch adjustment at a time. Any more on that, and again, I think the straps, the shoulder straps, would start to pull in and start causing you rubbing under your armpits. But I would say it's not been uncomfortable for me at the minute. The pack is weighing in at around, I'd say 17 kilo. We have some stainless steel cut gear, sleep gear. The way I've got the pack set up now, we've got minimal roll on the back. I will say though, there is absolutely zero padding on this pack. We have no frame inside, it is basically just a floppy cotton sack. But I've alleviated that by putting the padded matting from the Carrymore SF45. So I've got a nice bit of padding on the back, so I've got no gear sticking in my back in the back at the minute. But there are ways of packing this to alleviate that problem anyway. We've got about another 3 miles until we get to the pike. We're going to collect some water pretty soon on the way from a nice local water source using the Sawyer Mini, and we'll crack on with the hike, so let's carry on. Over then. we've finally arrived at our destination, guys. So in the background you will see Hartshead Pike. Hartshead Pike is a signalling beacon, and this monument was built in the 1860s to celebrate the wedding between the Prince of Wales and Princess Alexandra of Denmark. It was built in honour of Queen Victoria to celebrate the marriage of her son. On a clear day from this area you can see Cheshire, Saddleworth, Manchester and even the mountains of Snowdonia. Right, ladies and gents, I think it's time we found a quiet place where we can empty the pack and show you exactly what we've carried up here.